Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here like always. In today's video, we're going to be continuing our series of aviaries from around the world. Now, if you're new to the channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Rencel and the channel's name is Paradise Aviary. This series I started a while back where I take you on a ride to a variety of different aviaries in different parts of the world so that you, the viewer, can get a chance to see how others keep their birds in different parts of the world, maybe what they feed them, maybe how they get them to breed. We learn a little bit more about the story of each individual breeder, how they started in this hobby, and learn a little bit more from every single one of these people so that we can better each other in this beautiful hobby and continue to progress with some of the species that we keep. Today, we're going to be traveling all the way to Ireland to meet up with David. Now, David keeps a variety of very beautiful birds, mainly red factor canaries. And today he's going to be telling us the story of how he started in this hobby and also showing us his beautiful birds and aviaries. So without any further ado, let's head over to his bird room and let's take a look at what he has there.
David's Bird Room YouTube program has been going 1 year now. It started last January. But as you can see on the logo, David's Bird Room, established 1979. That has been the length of time that I have been actually keeping my birds. I've had the birds prior to that as a young schoolboy, but 79, probably I left school then. I was earning my own money. I could afford then to keep my own birds, and they were my own birds. They were coming out, money was coming out of my pocket, and I was paying for the birds. So David's Bird Room has been established since 1979. Well, since then, I've gone through quite a few different types of birds to get to where I am today. I would have started off like the family. My father and my grandfather had pigeons, they had canaries. They were greyhound people, they had all this. So I grew up in an animal sort of world with greyhounds, pigeons, canaries, finches. So I wasn't getting away from it. It was going to be there. But in the early days, the school days, I would have had zebra finches. I bred away the wee zebra finches. All the wee white pied, chestnut flanks, done the whole lot. Java sparrows was always a big favourite of mine. I really always loved the Java sparrows. I had all the different colours, all the nice wee pieds, the grey pieds, the fawns, the whites. I loved the Java sparrows. Even through a period that I had cockatiels in the aviary, and I bred a whole lot of cockatiels. And even then, the colours always got to me. So I always bred the lovely cinnamon pearl pieds and all the different colours. Budgies, I went through a phase of having budgies. And again, it wasn't the big green, blue show budgies I went for. It was the small colour type. And I had went for all the yellow-faced blues, the spangles, all the different colours, the rainbows. It was colour in the canaries and the birds that always attracted me. I always wanted to sort of breed a different colour, and that's what sort of kept me going. But many years ago, my father probably had a few red canaries, and I always liked the red canaries. Those days, the red canaries, well, there was a little small red, and it wasn't even red. I remember an old man in Aviary here where I lived, and he used to call them apricots. They were red, orange, and apricots. And you know something, they would have nearly come out through the hole in the drinker. They were that fine and narrow wee bird. But my first reds I got them from this wee man in Aviary, and he probably would have had them in his wee coal shed, wee back cement shed out in the back garden. Probably no lights, no, nothing fancy. A couple of wee wooden cages that they made up themselves with wire fronts on them. My colour canaries, I would have got them probably 77, 78. I would have got my first of these wee small birds. But then I progressed on, worked on with them, and realised that there was more to the red factor than these little apricots, as this man had called them. So then I got interested in them, got into the show scene. So I've been keeping the colour canaries now since the early 80s. So 1980, I would have had some good shoebirds then. Well, they weren't shoebirds compared to what I have now, what is on the market now, because same again, they had went through a phase of trying to find what a red canary was, and there was people that were breeding bigger birds into them to make them bigger size. They lost the colour, but they're more sizable. But then we eventually got it standardised. The colour was there, they bred into them. But colour was my thing. But I'm glad I can share with you what I have here today.
So I'd just like to say thank you to Ransell in Paradise Aviary for letting me share my bird room with you out there. I hope you have all enjoyed what I've shown you. If you have a look at my YouTube program, David's Bird Room. Call in, subscribe, give me a like and tell your friends. If I have any advice to give to any bird keepers out there, I say just enjoy your hobby. Look after your birds the best you can. The birds depend on you. Your birds will only breed if you give them the right conditions. If your birds don't breed, do not blame the birds. Have a look at your own management. Go back to that, see what you're doing. But most of all, enjoy your hobby.
First of all, David, thank you so much for taking the time to do that beautiful video, telling us your story of how you started in this beautiful hobby and showing us some of your birds and bird room. We've really enjoyed the video, so thank you so much for that. If you guys are interested in following David, make sure to go to the description box of this video. In there, we're going to have the links to his YouTube channel and we're going to have the links to his Facebook page. Make sure to go check out both of them, like and subscribe to his channel. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Like always, if you did, remember to hit the like button, remember to subscribe, and also make sure to go ahead and let me know if you're interested in coming out in future videos like this one. If you have a bird room, an aviary, or any of the birds that you keep, you want to go ahead and show them on this series, make sure to go to the comment section and down there, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from and what birds you keep, and I will get in contact with you so we can make a video very similar to the one that you saw here today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and we will see each other in the next video. Bye.